Hey guys, what's up? This is part one of a little kind of mini series I'm doing here while I'm trying to get back into making videos, and it's going to be a couple parts because I want to make a bunch of shorter videos instead of making a really long, like 30-minute one. So, I'm switching around my PCs basically as is suggested. But what I'm doing is Threadripper is becoming a PC to make videos about, so it must be moved. This is my main gaming setup. It's where I do my live streams and my gaming and anything of the sorts. So I kind of want to have the best hardware that I have available for streaming and gaming used in my streaming and gaming setups. So what's happening? First order of business is this PC is my current gaming PC. It's got an i7-9800X, 64 gigs of RAM, and a GTX 1080 Ti. This system will be moved. You see this nice open chassis we have here? This will be great to make it a test bench that will be moved to the Razer gaming table that will stay as like a Razer setup, but maybe I'll switch out the monitor for this one that's been sitting here. But basically, this is becoming a test bench because the 9800X kind of, it can be used for workstation, it can be used for everything. It's got quad channel memory, so it's a great test bench. Not as well as, it's not like an amazing gaming PC. Threadripper, I love Threadripper, and using it as a dedicated streaming PC is such a waste of its potential. It is only a 12-core model, but I think, like I said, I've got another 12-core, which definitely would be better for video editing than this one. It's my best video editing PC, so I definitely got to move it over here. The gaming PC that's coming over here is the Razer one, 3900X, 24 gigs of RAM, and a 1080 Ti Poseidon. Now, so these two PCs are leaving. Now, I built a streaming PC recently, but sadly, I have to switch it out for a better one. I have to, that'll be part two of this video. Part one is going to be me taking out some things and then hopefully trying to move this. My back is still pretty sore and it kind of hurts to move stuff, but if I can't, I'm just going to stop and I'll be like, time to call my friends. Werbs, get over here. That's at this point. I'm building a better streaming PC because one of my cases that I thought wasn't working, that looks a lot like that Razer gaming case, is actually working. The lights on it are working, so it's going to make the best streaming PC ever. Same specs, but it's got some different RAM, and it's just going to look a lot cooler. I think everyone will agree. That's his point. So, first order of business is, I guess, for some of you, though I don't know why, it might be sad. But for me, surprisingly enough, it's not as sad. If I can find a screwdriver. Ever. Screwdriver acquired. So, I did say some things had to be taken out. This graphics card, this 1080 Ti, let's turn off the power supply. Sadly, for some, this card must go. I'm selling it today. Actually, I'm just waiting for the contact as we speak to message me that he's here. I'm selling this card today for $400. Now, you probably want to, $400 is actually a reasonable price for a 1080 Ti. I kind of priced it looking at like the Asus ROG model. It's like $450 on eBay. So 400, I think it's actually $390, whatever. It's a good price for a painted, pretty crappily graphics card of this kind. Now, why am I selling this card? First of all, because I absolutely hate it. This card is the most annoying 1080 Ti I've ever had. Most annoying graphics card I've ever had in my life. You want to know why? You know, it looks fine and all. Boom. It is extremely long. It's like as long as my forearm. And extremely thin. It has a suboptimal and not normal PCB layout. So it's super long and super thin. It can't be SLI'd even with my other 1080 Ti. So there's no point in keeping it when I could get $400 for it and buy something better. But I'll probably end up saving that and putting it towards the car. But yeah, so that's actually, I wouldn't be selling it if I didn't really need to sell it. I'm taking this off, I need to keep that. I wouldn't be selling it if I didn't really need to right now. The RGB on the Gigabyte logo doesn't work, and I've chalked that up to, it's Gigabyte. And the fans are tiny, and when they ramp up, they get annoying. But I've actually fixed the card to fix the ramping up issue. But that's the point. Look at that. Doesn't even fit an anti-static bag. See, I have to walk this to a Starbucks to meet the guy to sell it to him. Don't worry, it's not a graphics card or anything. I mean, it's long and it's annoying. So this card, sadly, it's got to go. But I'm happy to switch it out for any one of my graphics cards to put in this system and turn this into a test bench. So this whole system, actually, needs to be unplugged. Now, you might have noticed there's a not normal Vega 64 just sitting on top of it. Everything's getting unplugged. You know, the one thing with this tough board, it's got this, like, tough control. You can, like, control the board from your phone. It's pretty cool. Pretty useless, though. But you can, like, check temps and stuff. Now, one thing I wanted to do was actually, like, clean up the wires and do, like, a whole unplugging every wire with, what is falling? With how my back is and everything, and just situations and lack of time right now, I won't be able to do that, so I'm just going to do a clean as in it's still messy, but as close to just a clean swap of PC for PC, USBs, all the same, and all that stuff, and just get this thing out here, because it must go. The good thing I'm using the same power supplies for both, so I can switch out cables if I need to. Now, this I should get this Vega 64 on top off. See, the one thing I hate about the Vega 64 is this, and the thing is, I actually hope, though I have to consider options, I want to use a Vega 64 in the new system, the new streaming PC, because they're so nice, and I so love them. But I might have, I don't care, size restraints, like radiator mounting, as well, and the tubes. I think the tubes might conflict with glass, as well as, these cards have the worst drivers I've ever seen in my life. It's almost crazy that they function at all. They will randomly black screen. This is drivers because it's happening on both, and one's brand new. Definitely not great. A normal Vega 64 issue. It's just stupid drivers being stupid, so I have to take that into account. That's why I love AMD cards. They look so much nicer. They're the nicest cards. AMD makes the prettiest looking cards. They're plenty powerful, and if you can get great deals on them, especially used. Like I said, I got each of these cards, one new, one used, for $400. I got each one for $200, which is insane. So, yeah, you can get like really good deals, and they're powerful enough to make it worth it. But their drivers are atrocious. So, half my cards, my Radeon 7s. Ooh, that's a good idea. I'll put a Radeon 7 in. Problem solved. So we'll do 2700X and Radeon 7 other specs later. So, there's no room on that desk right now, so I'm just gonna... God. This is so risky. Both my health and my computer's health are at risk. But I've been, like... You don't understand how just painfully annoying it is to know that anytime you're getting bad FPS, or your computer's laggy, or anything, and just all the time generally knowing it, that there's a computer sitting 2 feet away that is literally better. It's not 2 feet, it's like 2 meters. Ah, man, that hurts. Oh, that's not light. Alright, we got it. Hopefully the desk is good enough. Now, this is the area where it was. Not terrible. Dogs are barking. That's just great. This is fine. It's fine. The good thing is the PC, though, will be normal, like, facing, normally, so I'll have actually more space, and I'll have a whole desk free to maybe make, like, a little test setup, or just put something there that is, I mean, I could even leave Threadripper here, but the problem is, I don't know, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with Threadripper. For now, I think it could stay here, though. Though I do need its USBs and stuff, because it's my streaming PC, so all the connections. Now, here's the dangerous part. This is the part that is dangerous, because I said it. Alright, I'm gonna face that there, because it's just easier. I'm going to try to bring... Hold on. I know. I'm going to try to bring this Razer computer... If I drop any of these PCs, it's, you know, it's not... It's over. That's it. No returns, no warranties. Whatever's left gets sold. Oh, man. I'm plugging all these, like, actually nice peripherals. Feels bad, because I got to go to my normally not as nice peripherals. Even this wireless mouse that I hate, but I love because it's wireless. Alright. Oh, God. What? Is there something hitting the side or something? See, the saddest thing and the biggest first world problem. What is... Oh, the power cord's still plugged in. Is I'm actually running in and tripping over right now other computers. There's 3 computers on the floor that I'm just tripping over. Razer PC. I know you're hitting against my mic. I'm sorry. Yes. It's alive. Now look, see, here, okay, so here's probably the plan. I can't really decide which, ooh, I do want to see both the insides, though. I'm probably just going to line them up side by side, the 2 PCs, because the fronts are just very respectable. And leave enough gaps so I can see inside and just have both, and definitely move Threadripper out of the way. Let's just get this all plugged in and make sure it even still works. If I don't crush my mic, is it still working? If I don't crush my mic pack against the desk. This stuff's not cheap, man. Well, you probably know it's not. I know I keep hitting my mic against the thing. Let's see. So I want to make a video about the keyboard I use. If you don't know, I use a K65 Lux. Or is it Lux? I don't care. From, I'll move this hard drive. From Corsair. But the keyboard has the funniest thing. So it's a small keyboard, it's 10 keyless, which makes it great for this little, it's not a little desk, but it's a desk that I've made little by using all the space on it. So I have room for my mouse. But the funniest thing is, even though the keyboard, unlike my old K70, I know, numbers don't work, unlike my K70, which has a USB pass-through, the keyboard doesn't. But it still has the cable as though it does have a USB pass-through. And that's the most hilarious thing. And I want to make a whole video about that. Now, even this part 1 has been way too long. But I think just the whole process of moving PCs, I find it, I don't know about you guys. You might not find it interesting. Well, obviously you won't, because it's me moving my computers. Why would you find that interesting? But I enjoy doing it. Let's see, this, I can't decide if I want to use a hard drive or not on here. Plugs into there. Perfect. What else? I feel like I'm missing something. Monitor's plugged in. Let's just turn it on and see if it works. Have I plugged everything in? Do I really? Yeah, because almost, so, if you don't know, you might notice that a lot of streamers have a lot more stuff plugged in than I do. I used to have that too. But since I stream on one PC and game on another, I don't have to plug as much stuff in. This is so much nicer. I know the desk is messy. I'm sorry. But it's sleek, it's nice, it's a nice design. I can actually move this over now and move my monitor back and actually I will clean back here, hopefully. Now, this is a problem. I freaking hate. MSI, your boards are great when you use the MSI ecosystem, but I've got an Asus graphics card, I've got Trident DRAM, and it's just a bad experience for that. That's the point. Let me just log in to make sure everything's good. Oh, I can't wait to game on this thing. 24 gigs of RAM, 3900X. How many discs do we have? That is disc 5, so we have 6 discs, disc 0 to 5. 24 CPUs. I know. Let's see, what is our CPU temperature? CPU temperature, 47 degrees. It's a little hot, but that's what's expected from this thing. But that is besides the point. Gotta open all these stupid Dragon Centers, all this. Like I said, my biggest problem is all this software and hardware and stuff, but that's the point. So, this was part 1, just moving this PC. I know this was kind of maybe a boring video, but you kind of got to see what I have to go through to move stuff around. I think this is a much better setup. The only thing it does take away is I can't, test graphics cards as easily, with my... Because, now there's another factor, is that I'm used to this gaming setup. It's great. I use it all the time, and I'm comfortable in it. I'll be putting the test bench in. It'll have actually a better monitor, 180 hertz, but I'll be using the Razer peripherals and stuff like that over there to test like graphics cards. But I so badly want to make videos taking apart and talking about the 9800X and the 2920X because they're just amazing CPUs and they deserve, honestly, a lot more coverage than they get. The 9800 especially, like, yeah, it's expensive and it's dumb. I can't even show you it. But it's beautiful. I love Intel Extreme Edition CPUs. They just look so nice, despite the fact that they're not financially worth it in any way, shape, or form. Even if you have infinite money, just buy a Federpurse or one of these. 3900X. This is my best. This is my best CPU and my best graphics card. That I'm just saying it. It's not like an opinion thing. Literally, I don't know what's going on. The 1080 Ti Poseidon mixed with the 3900X, 24 gigs of RAM, could be more, but could be less. It's my best computer. It is my best system. It'll be amazing for editing. 24 gigs of RAM is a tiny bit lower than I want. I just got to get one more stick somewhere of Trident Z Neo 3600. So it's got the 3600, which is the best speed for Ryzen 9, the third gen Ryzen. The 1080 Ti Poseidon, the best graphics card I have. I can't wait to liquid cool it. And then the 3900X, and it's just such a great. I love talking about it. I know you guys are probably bored of hearing the same thing, but I love this case. Everything about this PC, I love so much. I love it so much, and I can even like tilt it just a little bit. It'll look just as fine, and you can see the inside. You guys can see the inside. It's got all the green stuff going on right now. Good thing I'll just leave it green. I don't really like care about rainbow and stuff. And this is too sleek. Now I could actually make this red if I really want to do case mods and make my other one green, which will look sick. But honestly, that's another time when I get more confident and maybe get another case. So this has to be moved next. Streaming PC has to be built. That'll be part 2 of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this long kind of moving process video. There's going to be more happening. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next video will be up tomorrow. I'm trying to get as close to daily uploads as I can for at least a little while I'm kind of making these, less like the videos are just me doing what I normally do, which is super easy for me to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next part. Peace.